All right, welcome back, everyone. I am lead trainer with StocksToTrade, Tim Bohen. Today, we're going to be talking about Oracle, what it does, and how I think it can massively help you overcome some of the biggest things you're struggling with every single day as a day trader and swing trader. Okay, so right off the top, one of the biggest things you're always going to struggle with is which stocks do I watch, which stocks do I analyze, which stocks do I set alerts on, like how do I prepare? And one of the greatest things about Oracle, with one click, every morning it starts building a watch 4 a.m. Eastern. Now, not saying you have to be up that early, but most of the stocks on Oracle are NASDAQ listed stocks. So NASDAQ and NYSE stocks start trading at 4 a.m. Eastern. So once stocks have volatility and volume, this Oracle starts looking for past support and resistance levels, volatility, volume, news, and several other criteria to start building you a watch list automatically. Okay, and then so that's great. So that's problem number one. You're presented with a list of up to 20 stocks. Now, most days about 50-50 long and short bias. Now you can see today, very long bias skewed. You can tell that by seeing which stocks are highlighted in green and which are highlighted in red. Most days it's closer to 50-50 or 60-40. So if you're a newer trader, I would, strongly recommend you focus on being long bias, okay, looking to buy stocks and sell higher for profits or lower for stop losses versus short selling. Ton of videos on short selling on the channel. It can be a little confusing for newer traders. So check out those other videos after this one. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to assume you're a new trader and we're going to focus on going long. So back to that point, most days 50-50, 60-40. So if you think about that, that means you've got about 10 stocks that if it's 50-50 and if it's 60-40, then maybe you got 12 stocks. That is a manageable number. That's a manageable number of stocks that you can then see what sector they're in, see what price range they're in. Because with a lot of people, by the time you eliminate maybe the true penny stocks and then you maybe eliminate some of the higher price stocks, now you've kind of got that sweet spot of what I coach is, about $2 to $12 a share. Most days you're going to end up with about 5 stocks. Okay, so with one click, you go from 20,000 stocks to about 5 if you're a mid-ranged price long bias trader, which again is what I recommend everyone start out with. I think the true penny stocks are for more advanced traders. I think the higher price stocks are for options traders, which if you're new, you save options for later. So if you take that sweet spot of the 2 to 12, boom, right there, you got 5 stocks. So now, that's the great thing. 5 stocks for a watch list, beautiful. With one click, mind you, okay? Then the next thing is Oracle actually gives you defined entries before the stock hits that price. And that is the actual absolute secret sauce that I think sometimes I do a poor job of telling people about. Because I'll do videos and I'll talk about these signals that the stock price hits and explodes higher. And I'm going to show you some examples of those. But a lot of people think that they're backwards looking, like a stock like Lunar that hit the signal at 955, okay, and went 26% higher, and oddly enough is actually pushing the high of the day right now. Beautiful move on Lunar into the close here. So a buy at 955, $9.55. Currently at 1260, already hit 13. A lot of people think that these signals are like backwards looking. No, Oracle extrapolates the chart to give you an entry before the stock hits that price. Now listen, sometimes that signal might drop seconds before the stock hits it. Okay, sometimes they hit really fast. Frequently though, it's 10, 15 minutes. So you have time to be prepared, set your orders, get everything queued up. Sometimes it's hours, like late day moves that hit the Oracle signal. So forward-looking entries. This isn't some backward-looking thing saying, hey, I said this stock was going to go up. Forward-looking, giving you an entry. And then the great thing is it also gives you entries to risk off of, stop losses, as well as profit goals. Now, I did another video recently a lot like this, getting much in depth. And this is kind of the second part to that video. I went way more into Oracle in depth, how it works every day. So after this video, if you didn't see that one, some of you are very faithful and watch every video, check out that video. We'll link it below. But the reason I wanted to do this second video is I didn't go over the results. Like I went over one stock, kind of broke it all down and everything, but I didn't show you the results. And here's what's crazy. Let me jump back to 2023. In 2023, this algorithm predicted 56 triple-digit moves before the stock hit that price. Guys, that's over one a week. And here's the crazy thing. These are the triple-digit gains, okay? There's plenty of stocks that were up 90% that didn't make my list here, okay? I wanted to show you the results from 2023, and I'm gonna show you 2024 here in a second as well. But if I showed you everything that was like 20% or above, there would be hundreds, thousands of stocks. So I kept sorting and moving the level up. And then finally I got to 100% and I was presented with 56 winners. I'm like, okay, that's a manageable number, little over one a week on average. And it just shows you the power of what this thing can do every single trading day. And again, I know I've said it, I'm repeating myself, but guys, like think about like a 25% move in one day. Most people are gonna be really happy with that. That did not make this list. Didn't even come close to making this list. You make 80% in one day, didn't make this list. So here's the next second part, and check this out. This is what gets truly wild, here is 2024, guys. So let me zoom out, and I am recording on February 20th, 2024. We have 14 triple-digit winners, including Holo at 394%. And actually, I've got my email right here when I alerted this one last week. Holo, guys, we had an Oracle. I said we. I just took the signal from Oracle, okay? I took it from the algorithm and sent this to members of the Daily Income Trader System. Check this out, guys. This is on February 7th. $3.77 on the entry. It did not hit that until almost 15 minutes later, okay, on that day. And then the wild thing is, check this out. Hit that signal about 15 minutes after that email hit, right into the 9:45 window, which you guys know how I love that. Later that day, this stock hit $51. The same day, $3.77 to $51 a share later that day. And here's the crazy thing, that Friday, today was day after President's Day. Last Friday, 2 days ago, same stock Holo broke 40 and went to 98. Now let me show you something else on that note is I had a short squeeze report on this. This went out Friday morning, 9:42 a.m. That's Central Time. I don't know why I have Central Time in there. So 9:40 a.m. Eastern Time on Holo for a Friday short squeeze. So on Thursdays nights, I send out these Friday short squeeze reports. This one I was a little late. I sent it out Friday morning, but you again had about 15 minutes to trade Holo. And this is a week and a half after that initial move. It hit 40, again, not coincidentally, about 94 or 9:45 a.m., went to $98 a share. So think about that. One day, 40 to 98. Now, I'm not saying anyone would have ever held this stock from, for a week and a half. Very dangerous. But that initial alert, $3.77, 10 days later, it hit $98. And this is the point I gotta make, and I will stress this over and over again. All I did was on both those days is take the entry from the Oracle algorithm. So here's the results, guys. So far this year, February 20th, 14 triple-digit gainers. One of them 394%, 188%, 306% on BMR, and it's February 20th. We're 6 weeks into the year. So I'm too dumb to do the math. I just trade price action. I actually asked ChatGPT, I'm like, if something happened 14 times in 2024 up to February 20th, and this cycle repeated for the entire year, how many times would this cycle repeat? And basically, thanks to ChatGPT, we're on track. Now, if this is extrapolating these weeks over the full year, you never know if it's, as always with trading, it's never lower left to upper right. But just hypothetically, if this trend continues in 2024, which I think will come close, we're on pace for 192 triple digit winners. Again, hypothetically, based on what's happened the first 6 weeks. But that's the potential, guys. So this is what is so exciting about Oracle, and it's just getting hotter and hotter. The algorithm continues to be improved, continues to identify more trades, and it saves you massive amounts of time. Listen, as a part-time day trader, I know you're probably struggling with capital, okay? Raising enough money to trade with is a struggle. But one of your biggest issues on top of that is time. If you're spending hours building watch lists, if you're struggling to figure out entries and exits, this is all time and productivity that is robbing you of potential profits. Much like I asked ChatGPT to do this math for me, think about doing that with your trading. I probably could have done the formula and figured out, 14 winners, on February 20th. I probably could have spent 20 minutes and done the math. I just asked ChatGPT to extrapolate it for me. Much like building watch lists, picking entries on stocks, why not let the technology do it for you? All right, my friends, 2024 is going to be lit. You've heard me say it. I'm on record telling you that 2024 is going to make 2020, remember meme stock mania, look like a blip in the road. So if you want to know more about Oracle, click the link below, join the live trading webinars. We do them 6 times a day, 100% live, starting out early all the way through the day. We even do them on weekends. The reason I want you to check that out is it's live. You're seeing Oracle. You're seeing how it works. You can ask questions. Listen, I love YouTube. I don't watch TV. Like my thing is history videos on YouTube. Absolutely love it, okay? I love YouTube, but this isn't live, okay? You might be watching this a week later, a month later, 2 years later. Check out those webinars, 100% live all through the day, including weekends. Hope to see you there.